Welcome to the channel, all of my wonderful galactic light warriors. Those of you who are out here putting your thing down, putting your foot down, showing people what it is that you're working with. Welcome to the reading today. We have a very interesting reading, it looks like, with the Celtic cross spread. I just got to say this before I go in with this reading here. Many of you who subscribe to this channel represent a collective or group of people who feel like you're constantly fighting unseen battles with people who drain your energy. Not only are you always fighting these unseen battles, but you're fighting physical battles as well, because you can see this stuff on top of being able to feel it or pick up on it. I want you to know that you're not alone. Know that when you stand in your truth as a starseed, a light worker, an emissary of light, someone who willingly takes on the challenges of spiritual initiation when it comes to the third dimensional realm, you are not alone. You can feel like you're alone because a lot of times there aren't a lot of people that you can vibrate with, people who can take you at face value for the unconditional love that you give and the way that you move without feeling compelled to stab you in the back, to drag you, to plot against you, or to just have an almost unsensible to you, a nonsensical jealousy that they just can't seem to control, which ultimately sabotages them because they're trying to sabotage you, and it sabotages the relationship. You are not alone. Know that the forces of jealousy and envy are always going to be drawn to your light. But your strength, our strength, lies in the ability to remain grounded, to continue trusting our intuition, and to call on, to invite, to welcome, and to live in the energy of the divine protection that you're always being surrounded by, this amazing force field that you have, okay? Don't ever forget that. All right. Let's take a look at the cards that we have down here on the table, okay? We have currently the Seven of Swords right in the center of the reading. Right at the center of the reading, we have the Seven of Swords. And then what's crossing you, we have the High Priestess card, which is all, as you all always know, is about trusting your intuition. At the foundation or at the root, we have the Devil card, all right, which is about control. It can also be about toxicity. It can be about spiritual warfare. It's one of my first and foremost spiritual warfare cards because it involves you having to defeat a dragon, or you having to sever your connection from something that is truly powerful. In the past, we have the Six of Cups. All right. And then crowning at the top of the reading, we have the Star card, which makes sense because you know you are a star. You represent a light in the dark sky. You represent hope, optimism, truth, and justice down here in this third dimensional realm. That's very powerful. So in the short-term outcome of the future influence, we have a Four of Wands. And then for you in the wand position, okay, you or your attitude, we got the Five of Wands here. And then how you're being seen externally, or your power. This can also be a card of what you have as your power. Excuse me. And then hopes and fears, we got the Page of Cups. And then in the outcome, we got the Temperance card. So let's go ahead and let's dive into this reading. With the Seven of Swords sitting right there at the center of the reading, there's an undeniable energy that's telling me that you're facing some type of deceit or some betrayal. Somebody's lying. Somebody's not telling the truth. It could be somebody close to you, a friend, a lover. Oftentimes, it's a family member. If you come from a karmic family, you can definitely relate to this. Whoever it is, they're hiding something from you, they're keeping something from you, or they're trying to run away from dealing with something, and they do not have your interest at heart. More than 9 times out of 10, more than likely, this person is hiding their true intentions. They could be taking advantage of you. Most certainly, they are working behind the scenes. Now, you all know that oftentimes, this collective group of people that I'm talking to can always feel like you're fighting unseen battles with people. They drain your energy, okay? The forces of jealousy and envy, which they succumb to, and are always causing them to be drawn to your light are the very things that sabotage the relationship almost inevitably. They sabotage themselves in there trying to sabotage you, which ultimately, when you awaken to the reality of this, which you always will, because the divine is always going to uncover things and show you things, as long as you're tapped into your intuition, they're going to sabotage the relationship. So it's important always that as we stay in our strength, we have to understand the importance of trusting our intuition, allowing in and trusting in the force field of divine protection that is always covering us. Let's look at the challenge position. We have the high priestess there. High priestess always about trusting your intuition. It can also be about somebody moving in and out of the different realms, okay? A bridge between earth and the heavens. This card also can represent someone who likes to do magic or who keeps a lot of secrecy, but you're being challenged by this card. So you're being challenged by secrecy, but you're also being challenged by your inner knowing. Okay, likely you're already sensing that something isn't right. Okay, some doubts have already begun to creep in, and they might already be causing you some type of confusion, meaning things are not clear. There's something that you're sensing and picking up. All right, the challenge here is to tune in and to stay tuned in with your higher self, because this is where the guidance from your spiritual team is coming in. The high priestess is a sign of hidden forces at play. It can be good and bad. But you have your spirit guides protecting you, whispering wisdom into your ear. Trust what you are receiving. Although spiritual warfare is unseen, your intuitiveness, your inner guidance, your body's intelligence is your greatest weapon. Short only to faith and fearlessness. It's your greatest weapon. Now, at the foundation, we have the devil card. The devil, as I talked about, can be about spiritual warfare. It's the battle to get to your best version of yourself. So with this being at the foundation, there's toxic attachments and manipulative forces around you. So this card is suggesting, just like the Seven of Swords, that you're dealing with somebody who's trying to control you in some way, even though it may not be apparent. This person is manipulative, and they're trying to keep you in some cycle of dependence. Because think about the devil card. The devil card, or they could be. The devil card, in that card, someone is chained to the devil. So there can be a cycle of codependence here. You needing something from them taking something from you, you feeling some sort of indebtedness to this person, whether it's an emotional debt or you feel guilty about trusting your intuition. It's some ability or challenge that you may be dealing with that's causing you not to be able to trust yourself enough to leave this relationship in the dust. Or you could have been in the energy of going back and forth and feeling chained to something. So this is where the real battle begins. Narcissistic individuals who carry these dreadful dark energies, they seek to drain your life force. So with the devil card, whoever this reading is for, it's a reminder that it's something you're battling and that you must break free from it. You must sever an attachment, or you must unchain yourself or cut the chains to something that is taking your power. Now with the Six of Cups in the past position, this could be an old connection. Somebody you recently came back into contact with, or let's say you've been thinking about reconnecting with somebody from your past and you haven't even gotten back with this person. This reading is telling you to pay attention to what you already know. It's like what Maya Angelou said, and what she always said, one of her favorite quotes, and I'm sure you know what it is: when a person shows you who they are, believe them the first time. This person, the energy around this person has not changed at all. Okay, now the Six of Cups can also be talking about the fact that these betrayals are usually rooted in long-standing relationships where people from your past come back, bringing up old wounds and unresolved conflicts yet again, here again, because they haven't changed. So this card, while it brings up painful memories and sometimes the type of nostalgia that can keep us locked in the past, there's also a sense of lightness here too. And that could be speaking to a childlike innocence or a past version of you that's coming forward to remind you of your true essence beyond the chaos of these situations with these doggone karmics. So let's look at what's crowning you, the star card. We know what that is because we already know who you are. It's reminding you that even in the midst of whatever it is you may be dealing with, you are always being guided. The stars have aligned. You have dealt with challenges like this similar to you in the past, and you have rebounded. So there's a reason for you to feel hopeful. There's healing that is coming, and you're being encouraged to keep your faith because you have the ability to rise above this situation. And using your spiritual gifts and connecting to those 8 orbs that are in this card that I'm looking at, those are your spirit guides. That is the legion of galactic forces that are bringing to bear their power to help move you and guide you down a path where you may be feeling like you can't see everything, okay? So this card is bringing a pretty powerful message. Despite the spiritual warfare and the toxicity around you, you're destined, baby, for something great. You are a star. People look to you for your light, which is why you have to protect it because they are always after it. They're always after it, but you're going to always be illuminated. You're going to be illuminated because of who you are, but you're going to be illuminated as well because of the fact that your path will always be illuminated, even if it feels dark now. So let's look at the short-term future or the most likely outcome over the next couple of months. You have the 4 of Wands, which is indicating a period of stability and or celebration. So while you may currently be being challenged by this deceit, you're being challenged to see something that is lurking around you that doesn't have your highest good as a priority. This card is showing you that you're going to soon be experiencing some peace and joy. Okay, and you may be celebrating something as a result of overcoming a difficult time. There's going to be some type of milestone, personal achievement, a reason to celebrate. Something that you have been waiting for is going to come in to help you navigate this situation. Now, the 4 of Wands, because it's a card of sanctuary, it can also be talking about the establishment of safe spaces. Okay, spiritually and physically. So you will find peace again. This card is assuring you that the conflict is going to pass and it's going to give way to harmony, to peace, to your joy, to your stability, and a lightness as you transcend these challenges. Now, how are you being seen? Or what is representing you right now? It's showing up as a 5 of Wands. This is talking about you. So this is some type of inner conflict. It can speak to the external conflict that you are being embroiled in, but also something internal might be going on. Some battle may be taking place within you. Let's say you don't want to see something for what it is, or you're doubting that this is what is actually going on. You're doubting your intuition, which is possibly why that card of the high priestess is in your challenged position. You could be feeling overwhelmed by the situation, not sure who to trust. This card is definitely speaking to some type of ongoing internal conflict or spiritual warfare, okay? Sometimes the greatest battles that we fight are the ones that are within us, all right? But just know that you're going to pass this because with you having that 4 of Wands card coming towards you, you're going to overcome whatever this is. You're going to be strengthened by it, okay? And you're going to be made better for it. Now let's look at what's in the internal, what's around you or your greatest power, the external influences. So the moon represents secrets, things that aren't clear, things that we can't see. It can represent deceptions and illusions as well. Whatever it is, it's behind the surface. It's not quite perceptible in some instances. Because this is a card of intuition, this could also be saying, like the high priestess card, your intuition is your greatest weapon. Knowing that you, in fact, can see in the dark. And it's not anything that you physically have to see. It's something that you have to trust in the way that you feel. So pay attention to your dreams, other signs, intuitive nudges, things that might be dropping on your path. Could be music that's showing up with certain messages. It could be things that you had thought of at some point earlier, but you were in denial of them. The moon is a reminder that you have to go beneath the surface and you have to trust and you have to uncover things that could be in the subconscious realm, okay? Remember that the moon it can represent things that are hidden. So spiritual warfare is hidden. It's not something that we always see. Okay, we're talking about negative energies here and hidden plots. Okay, but although this stuff could be working in the dark against you, which it certainly is, your protectors work just as hard to keep you safe. I promise you that. Okay. Let's look at hopes and fears, okay, which is here with the Page of Cups. This is some type of emotional message. All right, a hope and a fear. You could be in a place where you had hoped that you could trust this person or extend these people an olive branch, or you could have approached it with almost a mind of innocence, hoping. Okay, but the fear is also maybe that you will be burned again, or that this sort of situation will be happening to you again, that you have opened your heart up to something. Okay, you could have been fearful about this, fearful about a previous betrayal. So with the Page of Cups, it can suggest that you're looking for, ideally, you want emotional healing and new beginnings. All right. It can speak to emotional resilience despite pain. You still would like, ideally, to have, peace. This card is also can be a reminder of the fact that healing could be on its way. All right. And that sometimes some of the greatest and deepest emotional battles and betrayal can put you in a whole new space of emotional resilience. I kind of like to look at it that way. Okay. You've been through the fire enough times. You are wiser now. You won't be able to be betrayed in the future the way this situation came about, because you're not the same person. This situation has certainly leveled you up. With the Temperance and the Balance card and the final outcome, this is a promise of balance, healing, also divine protection, and being led. You're being guided through this spiritual warfare, like I said to you before. And though it may have been long, because the Patience card can also speak to a long journey, or an attempt to try to bring peace or find middle ground, or to moderate a situation that's been ongoing. This is a card of forbearance. Still, you're finding your equilibrium. Okay, you're going to come out of this situation way ahead, stronger, wiser. Temperance assures us, whenever we see temperance, it's going to assure us that everything that you've been through is great, is a part of a larger plan. When you see the Temperance card in this deck and in most other decks, it has angels, or you see angel wings, which lets you know that you're being protected, that you're being guided, that you could not have sidestepped this situation. This was specifically something that happened in your reality because there had to have been a divine purpose. So it's important for you to understand that this is leading to, and has likely already led up to, the activation of certain star energies, certain light codes, certain abilities have been able to come online because you had to go through this major challenge. You're going to always come out stronger. And I promise you, sometime in the near future, or for sure in the future, generally speaking, you're going to be thankful for this, because this will open your eyes up. It will take you out of the sheep energy. It will put you in the wolf energy. It will take you out of the lamb energy and put you in the lion energy, which usually is what starseeds have to be honed for before they're able to fully integrate their divine masculine and feminine energies. They have to come over to the side to be able to see things for what they are and to engage that masculine energy. I love it. I love it. I love it. So spiritual warfare it's just refined you. It strengthened you. Okay? You don't have anything to worry about. So to all of my beautiful light workers and starseeds facing these unseen wicked battles, know that you are protected. Know that the forces of jealousy and envy, they can try all they want to pull you down, baby, but your light is unstoppable. You're unmovable, unshakable, unfuckwithable, ultimately untouchable. My advice is to continue to move on intuition. Don't doubt yourself ever again. First impressions, first feelings, first gut reactions are always on point. Hold on to your hope as y'all move through this difficult time. It's about to be over. It's about to be over. You are destined to win this battle. If you don't already have your gold medal right now or your blue ribbon, it is on the way because you have endured a spiritual initiation of the highest with the devil card, with the high priestess, with the moon card, and the 7 of swords. This was the battle of a lifetime. Okay, don't forget, if this reading resonated with you, please like the video, subscribe, share your thoughts in the comments. Let me know how you can relate to this and why this spiritual battle is something that you feel you were able to identify. What is it about your intuition that led you to the light? And how are you better off now, having known and having experienced this, than you were before? If you want a personal reading, my information is in the description. Lots of love to you.